BoxingVoice.com live with Kyrone Davis, 5-0, just scored first round knockout, signed to Al Haymon, hailing from Delaware. I guess first things first, I want to ask, since the Boxing Voice is familiar a little bit with Omar Douglas, have you sparred with Omar Douglas?
Omar is a 30-pounder, but actually I actually came up in the gym, the same gym as Omar, and I was a kid, sparring, going to the nationals and stuff when I was like 12, 10 years old. Around that time, I was sparring Omar every day. See, Omar really got me ready for, you know, top-level national stuff. When I turned about 16, we was about the same weight, and about 17, I got real big, 165. So I know Omar well. That's like one of my good friends that we train together sometimes.
Now, usually, clearly, the first 15 fights for prospect, they're developmental fights. They're meant to learn something. But also, in between that time, a fighter can decide whether or not that weight class that he's fighting in is going to be the weight class he's fighting. Now, you're a 160-pounder. You don't seem as a very tall guy for that division. So are you looking to work your way down to another lower weight, or is this the weight you're going to campaign at and you feel you could win your first title at?
I'm gonna let you know something. A lot of people say I'm a small 160-pounder. I'm 5'10" and a half. People say I'm a small 60-pounder. I feel like as long as I keep getting these knockouts, this is the weight class for me. I feel strong and solid at this weight class. I don't really struggle to make weight. I actually make weight kind of really comfortably. You know, I feel my best at 160. When I get down around 58, I feel a little sluggish, and I don't like feeling like that. I like feeling, you know, energized before my fights. So about 160 is where I want to be, and I want to be middleweight champion of the world. I want to unify all the belts. So I think middleweight, as I grow older, I'm gonna grow even more into the weight. And by the time I get a title shot, should be 2.5, 3 years or whatever like that. I'm gonna be a full-fledged middleweight, and I'm gonna be a big contender.
Now, give us a little bit about you and how you hooked up with Al Haymon. I mean, normally we see fighters that are big name, you know, fighting already on HBO. Very rarely does he have guys 4-0. Today, clearly, you made your record into 5-0. But this is something new that we have been seeing with him. And on this card, there's been a lot of pro debut Al Haymon fighters. So, of course, for every fighter, it's something really big to sign with Haymon. You're going to get the big fights. You're going to get the money. You're going to get the television exposure. So, how did that come about, and what's it been like for you knowing that you got someone like that in your corner that can take you to the next level?
Well, you know, I had 100 amateur fights, you know, 91 wins, 3 national titles. My pro debut was at Dover Downs Casino. I scored a 56-second knockout. Really, Haymon reached out. He was interested. I don't really know his big plan, but I know he got a bunch of fighters that he feel like is big prospects that can run into world titles, and he's picking up a lot of guys, and he's getting a lot of steam with good fighters. And, you know, having Al Haymon in my corner, growing up, seeing all the fighters, and you see, you know, the Sam Watson, and then they're in your corner. It's kind of that support system. You feel like, you know what I mean, all I have to do is fight. You know, it's not like, if without this kind of support, you selling tickets, you trying to basically get on any cards you can possibly get on. All I do is train. I eat right, and every time they ask me, shut it down, are you ready to fight? I say yes, I am, and we get in the ring and I fight, and it makes it really simple for me. It makes it really basic. All I gotta do is work hard and train. And I think Haymon and the team see something in me. My family sees something in me, and I'm just gonna work hard and strive, and then do the best I can to become world champion. That's what I would do.
Now, my final question, I see that your corner is a very experienced corner. You got Mike in there, the cut man. He's dealt with plenty of big name camps. You got Sean, you know, the strength and conditioning coach. I don't know if he's played your head coach today, but he's usually Sean Porter's strength and conditioning coach. So you got some big guys behind you there. And like you said, you know, Haymon Boxing usually takes care of a fighter so that they can just focus on training. So that being said, being as though that there's some similarities with the Porter camp, have you also been in that camp for training and sparring as well?
You know what, my head coach, Stephen Bradman Edwards, he trains Julian Williams. He's a historian of the game. My dad, he boxed when he was younger. Mike is my cut man. You know, it's when I turned pro, I said I'm gonna put myself in the best position to make it. So we reached out to the guys, and we made sure that we had a team that, you know, that could succeed. And I feel like my team, they've been around, they're telling me good things, and I feel like my team is strong enough where we can make it to the top. And basically, with that kind of support system, there's no way I can lose.
Well, for everybody that doesn't know you, if you have any social media, Twitter, Facebook, let them know where they can follow you in case they want to, you know, become a Shut It Down fan.
If you want to join Team Shut It Down, you can follow me on Instagram at Kai Shut It Down. You can follow me on Twitter on Kai Shut It Down. Kyrone Davis on Facebook. And, you know, you can join the movement because it's all about the movement, you know.
All right, well, thank you very much, man. Congratulations on your win.